From Screen Flunkies Studios, in the depths of some sicko's basement dungeon, this is Screen Flunkies Sexual Harassment Fights. Now your host, Andy Pigwhore.
Hello, Screen Flunkies! Welcome to the debut episode of Sexual Harassment Fights! I'm so excited for this pilot episode. I'm finally able to tackle some topics that are near and dear to my heart. And not only that, but I've got some great guests lined up for you today. First up to my left, it's Kevin all over your facey! Good to be here. Wow, you've been in so many films and TV shows over the last few decades. It's a real honor to have you here. And next up, the head of one of the greatest movie studios of our time, it's Harvey Wienerstein. I'm so ready for this. I'll bet. It's so good to have you here. And last but not least, actor and comedian Bill Schnosby. Good to be a part of such a wholesome show. What's that you've got in front of you? These are from my own personal product line. Gel-O. It's wholesome. All right, some product placement to get things started. Okay, let's get started then. I just have one question I want to ask in today's Sexual Harassment Fights. But it's kind of an important one. Hypothetical scenario. You're a big movie star or movie mogul, have been for decades. Suddenly, a flurry of peons from the hoi polloi come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct against you. What is your defense? We'll start with you, Kevin. You have 2 minutes to give your defense. I don't recall any of what happened. That's it? You want this to be like I'm on the stand at a trial? Well, not necessarily at a trial, but at least being questioned about it by the media. Seriously, I don't recall anything that actually happened. I must have been drinking that night. Maybe I said something inappropriate. Maybe I grabbed that young stud's ass. I clearly had some thick beer goggles on at the time. When I'm in a heavily drunken stupor, all those teenage boys look like such hunks. Whoa! Teenage boys? I thought these would be grown women making the allegations. But okay. Well, now you leave me no choice. Now I have to address other things about my life. I choose now to live as a gay man. I want to be honest about how I feel about teenage boys. How I want to get drunk with them and show them gay porn before I slide my... Wait, though. So we're talking about teenagers like 18 or 19, right? I'm a very private person. Now you know that I'm gay. Totally gay. 100% gay to the max. I'd ask you to meet me at a club later tonight, but I'd gauge that you're at least 15 years too old for that. All right, so deflect the allegations by coming out as gay. Fair enough. You're up next, Harvey. What would your defense be? First of all, it's very important to give a little background to this hypothetical scenario of yours. These women we're talking about, there are a lot of them. We have to remember that in theory, as many are as coming forward, there are even more who, in theory, aren't. There are good reasons for that. Everything we did was consensual. After I theoretically and repeatedly implied they needed to stay with me until they complied with my requests. Every one of these women came to me looking to further their career. Most of them got what they wanted, and eventually, after copious amounts of coaxing, gave me what I wanted in return. My balls were fully in their court at every moment. If a small number of them felt regret later, it's only because it's super weird to watch some dude fire his load into a potted plant. What? It's like seeing a train derailment. It starts happening right in front of you. What are you supposed to do? Look away? All right, this has gotten way off track. Not to mention that if they leave at that point, they'd be totally blueballing me. Look, it's really simple. If some super hot woman who's clearly using her sexuality to get ahead comes to you looking for stardom, and all you do is tell them over and over not to let a few minutes get in the way of your friendship, and ask them again and again to give you a massage and then watch you shower and then let you look at their pretty face and smoking hot body while you chase them around the room like a deranged bear with your robe open and flapping in the wind, and you're completely naked underneath and your member is swinging side to side, slapping your inner thighs, then clearly you're just being playful with them. Besides, when they left after it happened, I gave them my number and told them to call if they were interested in the part. And call they did. Oh, wow! So only make your advances to those looking for something, keep wearing them down, have lots of fallbacks, and give them future opportunities that are really hard to refuse. Good stuff. All right, last but not least, Bill Schnosby. What would your defense be? I want to introduce to you my new Jell-O pudding pops, the perfect mixture of ice cream and frozen pudding, made with wholesome homogenized milk. You can share it with your whole family, and with one Jell-O pudding pop specially marked, you can give that specially marked pudding pop to the girl you just met. Oh, come on, your defense can't be a commercial. Now, wait a minute, I'm not done. All right. Just one more line left. And with just the right amount of Spanish fly in the recipe, that girl will be yours. What? Spanish fly? What is that? Oh, you'll be looking for some. It's very wholesome. All right, well, that was just kind of ridiculous. So I definitely have enough to judge which of these three defenses was best. Sorry, Bill, but the whole commercial thing just isn't a defense at all, so you're out straight away. If you don't give these pudding pops a try, you'll never know what you're missing. All right, then. You're still out of the fight, though. That leaves it between Kevin and Harvey. Kevin, your diversion tactic is great on the surface, but then it just gets into the whole teenager thing, and that's a whole new can of worms I just don't want to open. You're too old and fat for me anyway. Whoa! Harvey, your story got a little weird there, but you gave me so much extra background that actually helps your defense, especially the part about sticking with girls who are looking for something from you. I'm taking notes. If a person could just stay away from the whole chasing the girl around the room part, they'd probably be golden. So I'm giving the one and only point today to Harvey. That makes you the first winner of Sexual Harassment Fights. Hopefully we don't all end up in prison after this, so that you won't be the only winner of Sexual Harassment Fights. Maybe they can transfer me to the ward with the juveniles. Maybe they can. I'm pretty sure we're all going straight to hell either way.